On today's video, we'll be looking at the newly installed handrail, or rather handguard, at the Maryland overhead bridge. As you can see, previously when we went to visit this bridge that was being renovated and also the Okpebi Link bridge that was being constructed, we realized that this bridge has zero handrails. Everything has been knocked off by people who steal them and sell them to make a living. I don't know if that makes sense, but to me, I think that's awful. But anyways, new one has been installed, but the problem this time is they still installed iron handrail, which is also going to be stolen any moment from now, because after the road has been constructed finished, the security here now, they are very tight, because the amount of security here are much due to the construction, and they are protecting the materials being used for this construction. But after the construction, most of them will be deployed to different locations, and the security there will definitely reduce, and this will give those people more access to come over and still do what they are best in doing. Anyways, the purpose of creating this video is to show you the newly installed handrails, how it was installed, and who also installed them. Aside from that, we are also looking at the specified BRT lanes that is being created in Lagos. I will show you the one on this bridge that was created as of last month, and this has been active because now when vehicle move on that BRT lane, if you're not a BRT bus, once you get caught, you are paying the sum of 250,000. This is not just showing you the BRT lane. I'm also trying to create awareness to our drivers who drive commercial or public vehicles, whichever one you do, but just be aware of this yellow line when you see them on the road. But I would also do that by the ending of the video. But for now, let's take a deep look at this aluminum, or rather iron hand guards or handrail that was being installed at the Maryland Okpebi Link bridge. Let's take a look at it. Looking at the hand guards that were installed here on this Okpebi Maryland bridge, you will see that they are totally different from the one being installed at Costain or the Apapa Link bridge. So this shows you that those ones there were totally stolen. Everything was removed entirely. They had to install a different type, which was made of cement, because nobody could possibly steal a solid cement. So now the ones at Costain are made of cement, and they tend to last longer, even though they might break off, but they're actually going to last longer without people having to break or steal them. And now this one being installed here, the only problem is that it is iron or made of aluminum, because these ones don't actually last. So the walkway on this bridge is very wide, more wide enough to take in a tricycle. So this could fit in a tricycle, which is one of the widest walkway on a bridge. And this bridge itself is also one of the oldest bridge being constructed around that area, and this was in the 90s actually, and this bridge has been serving its purpose, and gradually they are maintaining this bridge, rehabilitating it, and also keeping it useful, because this bridge actually connects Ikorodu and a lot of other places to Lagos mainland before moving on to the island. So we'll move directly into the BRT lane, and let me show you what was done on this bridge for the BRT buses and what you should be expecting when driving, what not to do, what to do, and what to avoid. Mainly these days, there have been police officers still standing on the bridge every single day, and their job is to make sure no vehicle ride on the BRT lane. So most people don't actually know this, and when they drive on the BRT lane, they get arrested. I've been in a bus going to CMS, and around the Akpongo bridge, the driver took the BRT lane just to overtake some vehicle. I don't know the reason why he did that, but he got arrested, and we all had to come down from the vehicle and take another bus, and he was arrested, and his vehicle was towed to their station, and he was asked to pay a fine, which obviously was 250,000. But being it, I don't know how they settled that, but that's for another day story. Now let's take a look at the BRT lane that's done on this bridge. Right here, if you look, you see that yellow line. That is the line that demarcates the BRT lane from the proper bus lane. If you notice, no vehicle is riding on this BRT lane. I think almost everyone is being aware of this, and that is why most vehicles move on the other side with where there's a white stripe, and nobody ride on this side where there is a yellow stripe. So this is not only used for BRT lane, this is also used for emergency in case a vehicle breaks down. If you watch my video that I made on the coastal road, you notice that this yellow line were also drawn on the Lagos to Calabar coastal highway, which you should know signifies emergency. In case of emergency breakdown, you just park there.